Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Pitfighter Supporter Pack, which is the first supporter pack in the expansion line of tiered supporter packs that go towards physical gifts and a whole bunch of extra MTX and points and a whole bunch of awesome goodies. I personally love to collect the t-shirts. This will be my third t-shirt that I'm getting, and I wanted to do a review on my channel for the supporter packs for each one so that y'all can see what they look like on the different characters, and if you wanted to decide if it's worth it to you. So the first thing that I wanted to do is I'll read off what's in the Pitfighter supporter pack. So for $60 you get 550 points. So that's the same as if you bought $55 worth of points. So the way I use it, if you're going to buy the points anyways, for $5 less points, so for $5 you get the Pitfighter Supporter Forum title. So it's a little icon next to or underneath your avatar on the Path of Exile forums. You get the full Pitfighter armor set, which is helmet, chest, gloves, and boots. You get the Legion League extended digital soundtrack, which is kind of cool. I've honestly never downloaded them, but I love the music that plays when you pop a monolith in Legion League, so that should be included in that. You get the Pitfighter back attachment. You get the Pitfighter helmet attachment. So that attaches to the actual helmet. And then what's really awesome is this set comes with apparitions, which these are the first apparitions that I've had available to me. The only other ones I've seen in the game came from the supporter packs that you could have gotten way back when the game was in beta. I think the apparitions came with the supporter packs to launch the game, so that's really cool. These apparitions you'll be able to use in a slot that has been for most of us completely unused. You also get the Pitfighter weapon effect, and you get the Pitfighter portrait frame that goes around your character icon. So with that explanation here, I am on my Essence Drain Contagion character for Legion League. So this is the Shadow, and he's rocking the Assassin armor right now because I went straight for the $100 pack, and I'm totally planning on going to the Empyrean because it is absolutely gorgeous, and I love the t-shirt and hoodie. So this episode will be the Pitfighter supporter pack, so let me show y'all what's nice about it. I'll switch the Shadow. Cosmetics, let's go. Actually, let's do microtransactions, and we'll search for Pitfighter. 1T. Alright, so I have them on my Slayer right now, but let me redeem them all, or equip them all to this character. So that's the apparition, that's the back attachment, the body armor, the boots, the gloves, the helmet attachment for the helmet, and then the helmet itself, and the Pitfighter portrait frame, and the Pitfighter weapon effect. So let me get rid of the Harbinger challenge effect, so it does not come with an effect. And then let's see. Just ignore the purple part. The purple part does not come with the Pitfighter supporter pack. So that's the apparition. I think it's really cool because the apparition looks like he's wearing the same exact armor as you, the character, and it's attached to a breaking wheel, and then it breaks the breaking wheel. So yeah, I get a feeling of power off of that one. So out of the apparitions, I do really like the Pitfighter apparition. So this is the Assassin. I do really like the weapon effect. It is pretty unique. I have a couple of red weapon effects. And this one is unique because it has a little bit of the black storm around it. Now let me look at the apparition. He breaks the wheel. Cool. The helmet looks really nice with the helmet attachment. The armor looks very duelist, very gladiator. That's the word I'm thinking of. It looks very gladiator, and since this league has a lot of melee going on, this definitely to me feels like a melee armor. Plus the back attachment is an axe and a sword, so it kind of fits the aesthetic of this league. So I'm a fan. I really like this. This is the Shadow. Give y'all angles. And be sure to hit pause if you want to look at a specific angle. Here's the back, the side profiles. I like it. Looks really nice. So let me switch to another one of my characters real quick. Alright, so here we are, we're back. This is my my duelist, my slayer for Legion League. So let's do the same thing again. We'll hit microtransactions, we'll search Pit, and then we'll attach them all to this guy, the apparition, the back armor, the chest, the boots, the gloves, the helmet attachment, the helmet itself, the social frame already had attached, and the weapon effect. And I'll get rid of the Manticore character effect, because this pack, like I said, does not come with a character effect or footprints. I'll remove the footprints as well, and I'll get rid of the Forged Lion, so that's not in the way. And I don't really think it matters. I do have an axe skin, but let me show you the scythe. And okay, this is pure Pitfighter right here. And this, to me, perfect. This looks perfect. I love this. Oh, so let me remove Flesh and Stone as well on this character. Let's see, where did I hide it? Herald of Purity, Flesh of Stone. Did that turn it off? Yeah. Alright. So there's the apparition again. This, to me, this armor set looks perfect on a duelist. So, Gladiator, Slayer, Champion, this looks great. This looks like it belongs. The one character effect that I did do was the Manticore character effect under it, because this supporter pack does not come with a character effect. This, to me, rivals the Alpha Manticore set. To me, the Alpha Manticore set looks like a duelist, kind of, you know, a gladiator type armor set. So it rivals that one. Like, I do really like this. I think it looks cool. And the one thing that I did do on this character was I used the wild weapon skin that I got from Mystery Box. I'm a fan of this because it looks like a pretty normal, like, axe. Looks really normal, but in the same aspect, it's super unique to Path of Exile. Like, the axes that look normal, they also look boring in the game. This is a normal looking axe, but it looks awesome to me. So this is the armor set on the Slayer, and just like I said, go ahead and hit pause if you want to see what it looks like from behind and from whichever angle you want to look at it. But to me, this is exactly where this armor set is staying. It is staying on my Cycloner, on my Slayer. There's the apparition effect again. Yeah. That looks legit. Let me switch to another character for y'all. Okay, so I switched over to my my Ranger, which in this case is a Raider. This is from a previous league where I wanted to do the Namahu's Flame Cycloner, but on a Raider, so that I could get the Frenzy Speed and attack speed and all of those buffs. Plus, I really wanted to go against the mold and make a female Cycloner character. Plus, the Raider is the only character that holds the two-handed weapon with one hand, which I think is completely boss. It is so awesome looking. So let me do the same thing again. I'll switch to the Pitfighter and see how awesome this looks. Back attachment, body armor, boots, gloves, helmet attachment, the helmet, the social frame, and the weapon effects. And I think it looks just as awesome as with the Slayer. The weapon effect looks really nice with the Namahus. I like that. I like that the end gives off like a refractive light. I think that's pretty legit. That is pretty sick looking. I like that. So this is the Ranger. And Namahu's Flame, if you wanted to do the build, it also works with Deadeye now, which back when I did this build, it didn't really function with Deadeye very well, because I believe back then it didn't have the extra projectile or the tailwind. So this looks pretty cool. And while I'm here, I wanted to check out what the Wild Axe looks like. Also looks pretty sick. Holding this axe in the middle of the axe with one hand, that is too cool. I am a fan. I do love this. This aesthetic looks really nice. I like this a lot. Let me switch to another one. Alright, so here is my Marauder, which on this character I went Juggernaut, and I did Righteous Fire for one of the leagues. So let's jump straight into this guy. We can get his shape down with the Pitfighter. I have a feeling the Marauder is going to look the best. Back attachment, Pitfighter, boots, gloves, helmet attachment, helmet, social frame, weapon effects. I'm a fan. The one thing that kind of bugs me about the Marauder is how incredibly plain he stands. His legs are a little bit too far apart, his arms are to the sides, but he's the biggest character out of all of them. Love it. Back attachment. And then just for good measure, Righteous Fire. Nice. Let me do one more thing. Righteous Fire, Divine Righteous Fire. That looks pretty sick. I like it. Cool. Let me switch to another one. Okay, so this is my Templar character, which I also ran this as Righteous Fire, but I believe this was back in Legacy League is when I started this character. Was ES based, and since everything changed and the trees have changed, all of my stat points towards Righteous Fire are completely out of whack. So if I ever get around to playing Standard, which I probably won't, I'll fix this character so that Righteous Fire works on it again. But for all intents and purposes, the character model is what I wanted to show. So all of the gear and everything is available. So let's go, same thing, Pitfighter, Apparition, back, body, boots, gloves, helmet attachment, helmet, social frame, and weapon effects. So the Templar actually looks pretty sweet. I'm actually surprised by this, because one thing that people complain about the Templar is that his neck is too long. And what's great about this is the way the armor is, with the scarf in front of it, does not make, it doesn't emphasize the neck and actually makes it look a little bit better. Plus the Templar's the only character that's left-handed, so the shield is on the right arm, so that looks pretty sweet. Looks pretty good, I like it. This was the one I was worried about the most. But to me, it looks pretty good. Alright, so this is my witch character, which I'm pretty sure everybody has their Solar Boy / Summoner build. Solar Boys are amazing. If you haven't played them, they are definitely one of the most safest and powerful builds to play. So this is my character from Delve League. Let's jump right into this with the Pitfighter. And see how a spellcaster looks in this armor set. Actually, not that bad. And let's get rid of the Solar Boys. I can always get them again later. And let's see, where are my auras attached? There we go. So it looks pretty nice. It's a little top heavy. But with the shield, the claw, it actually doesn't look too terrible. It definitely looks more like an armor set for a melee build. And most, I would say, it's a fair assumption to make that most witch builds are going to be more of a caster, more of a standoffish, and less of a melee build. But it does look decent. And I do like that the witch has one foot in front of the other one. But in this armor set, the way this looks, it's a little bit too top heavy for the legs to be this close together. Alright, and last but not least, it's the Scion. And this character is one that I tested with, I believe in Harbinger League. I wanted to see if I could make a Magic Finder with Wind Ripper. And instead of going as Slayer for the Overleech or Raider for the speed, I wanted to go as Scion, get the Overleech from going half Slayer and the speed from going half Raider, which it came out really well. The middle of the tree has a lot of resistance nodes that are worth getting. Like I think plus 18 to all res and then a jewel slot. It's great. It's really close to the HP node in the front. And then let's check last set, the Pitfighter. Let's see how a Pitfighter looks like on a Scion. Boots, the gloves, the helmet, and the weapon effect. So I'm trying to showcase also with multiple weapons. So we did one-handers with the weapon effect. We did a two-hander with the weapon effect. Now we have a ranged bow. The bow actually looks pretty sweet and also has that little refractory beam at the very end. Scion looks really nice. Archer looks really nice in the armor set. Only thing that's always bugged me, but that isn't part of the supporter pack, is that the arrow stays with the bow, and then when you move, the arrow goes into your hand. Which this looks great when you're moving around, but then when you stop moving, the arrow stays on the bow. But equally, it drives me crazy with the Raider, or with the Ranger, the bow stays on the right hand, which also drives me crazy. So, like, the arrow moves with the bow. I wish it would just stay with the bow permanently, instead of moving towards the hand in any way. But that has nothing to do with the supporter pack. But Scion, I would say Scion looks really nice. I also have a weapon swap to two-hander with the Scion. Scion looks really nonchalant about holding a two-handed axe. I like that too. It looks really nice. So overall, I would say this supporter pack is a hit for every class except for witch, and that is only my personal opinion. I think any melee class will look amazing in this armor set. I really like it. It looks really good. You got 550 points that you can spend on other armor sets. You can use those 550 points to buy mystery boxes, because the mystery boxes are pretty cool as well. But overall, if you're going to buy the points anyways for an extra 5, or if you take $5 worth of points out, you get all of this. I do believe this one specific supporter pack, the Pitfighter supporter pack, is definitely worth it. And like I said, it's part of the core expansion, so by getting this one, you're also one step closer towards getting the next one, which is the Assassin. And the Assassin supporter pack, I'll be doing a review on at a later date, because to be totally honest, it's my birthday, and a whole bunch of people that care about me pitched in and got me all the way to the Empyrean set, because that was the one thing that I wished for. The Empyrean set is absolutely gorgeous, and the t-shirt and the hoodie definitely make it worth it. So this is a review of the Pitfighter supporter pack, and I definitely give it my approval. I like it a lot. So definitely help this channel grow by hitting a like if you like the video and subscribing. I'll be doing more supporter pack reviews where I'll show every character class in the armor sets. I'll be doing those. I'm also going to do mystery box opening, because I have a slight gambling addiction towards opening mystery boxes, and I honestly think that using the points towards mystery boxes, you get more MTX for your points than if you spent it on big armor sets that you could buy an armor set on sale for $31, or you can get 10 mystery boxes, and I get more happiness out of opening 10 mystery boxes than having one more armor set. And also, like, not really to pitch, but all donations I will put towards other supporter packs. So I can understand it doesn't make that much sense for one person to donate enough for me to get a supporter pack and to do the review on it. But let's say 60 people donate $1. That's, to me, seems like it might be a fair deal. Like, if you wanted to donate $1 towards the seeing a specific supporter pack, if you're on the fence, of course, you know, it benefits me because I get a supporter pack, but I really love making these videos. And if I can help anybody that's unsure if they want a supporter pack or if they don't want a supporter pack, if I can help anybody with that decision-making process, then that really does make me happy. So with that, yeah, leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment. I'll reply to all comments. And thank you so much for watching, and tune in tomorrow.